Hello, everyone. This is Kendra Watkins with another ASUN Lunchbox. And joined with me today, I have Lipscomb's men's basketball player, as well as the ASUN Preseason Player of the Year in Ahsan Asadullah. How you doing today, man?
I'm doing good. Thank you for having me.
Not a problem at all, man. Thank you for taking time out your day to actually sit down with me and, ask some questions. Go through some questions and just chill with me for a minute. So, a lot of questions, a lot of things to go through. But first and foremost, I wanted to ask, just how have you been able to, just going into this season, how have you been able to just balance just all of the uncertainties and everything going into this season?
I think mainly Coach Jacob been doing a good job, reminding us that it's happening to everybody. So not to take it personal. We can't use it as an excuse. We have to just use it as a way to just help us keep going and look at the positive out of it. At least we're getting to play instead of the whole season being canceled. So that's a plus.
Yes, and I know there's been a lot of stops and starts and, just timeouts and everything. So what have you been doing just to keep yourself focused during this year?
Just really practicing workouts and stuff. That's been mainly, as long as we can make sure we're in the gym, working hard, stuff like that. Whenever we are, whether a game gets canceled or not, whenever it's time to play, we'll be ready. That's how we look at it.
Okay, and given the extra time, I know you've been in the gym, so I know you've been adding some things to your game. And right now, you were top 3 in assists, points, and rebounds last year. So just tell me, what are some things that you were working on during the off season just to further expand your game?
I've been working on shooting more, a lot of face-up, dribbling stuff, and things like that, rather than just back to the basket stuff. I've been doing a lot more dribbling and passing off the dribble, things like that.
Okay. And yeah, because I was definitely going to ask that, because I know in just looking at the game today, because, we had a lot of downtime and I watched a lot of games during the NBA bubble, and just watching the transition of the game where, there aren't as many post players. How are you able to take advantage of that, just given that the game is more perimeter oriented
now? Well, Coach Jacob was telling me that, on the next level, they're going to ask me to start being able to do those things. And if I work on it now, it'll be a lot easier. So mainly I just, like you did, I watched a lot of basketball during this break and studied a lot of players that play my position. So, and then when I do workouts, I replicated the things they did in the game to get me ready for this season.
Okay, well, just coming up, who was a player that you actually looked at and kind of probably modeled some of your game after, some player that actually had a lot of things that you probably wanted to emulate in your game?
Growing up, together, probably I like DeMarcus Cousins a lot. He's really good. I like his play, especially when he was on the Kings. He was really good. As of late, during the bubble, I was watching Bam Adebayo play.
Mm-hmm.
I like the way he plays. Joel Embiid, his back to the basket game is really good, and players like that.
Okay, yeah, his back to basket game is A1, especially when he decides to do it, because I know sometimes he floats out on the then people would like him too. But just going back, because I know that you started playing basketball at a young age. You had a father who played, I believe, at Akron, if I remember correctly, and you also had a brother who played at Georgia Tech, also had some time in the NBA before going overseas. Just tell me, what is it like growing up in that atmosphere? And I know you started playing at a young age, but how were they able to teach you things about your game?
It was really just me watching them when I was young. It was really competitive. I always wanted to beat them and stuff like that. And I learned a lot through just playing with them every day, working out every day. My dad pretty much polished my game, my post game at a young age, because he was a big man too. And over time, I just kept learning more and more. And it was it's like iron sharpens iron. It was just making each other better, and we worked out.
When did you beat him?
My dad or my brother?
Your dad.
I started being able to beat my dad probably in ninth grade.
Ooh.
When I was 15. Yeah, that was probably the first time I beat him, ninth grade.
Okay. And just moving that up, because I know your brother, he's still active. So just tell me, your brother, when were you able to get him, or have you gotten yet?
See, that's the thing. I actually haven't beat him before. I beat him in a game like King of the Hill, but with other people in it, so it doesn't really count. But I haven't beat him one-on-one yet, so I still got to do that.
Okay, cool. What because I know you said your dad was a big man as well, so he taught you a lot in regard to your post game, and that's actually just seeing it because just watching some of the games on television, I see that you can move around in the post, and you have a couple of moves on top of moves. But what was the first move he taught you? Just what set up everything and how you were able to counter off that. What was the most important thing he taught you?
Definitely the move I've done the most is like the drop step. That's the first thing he taught me. I've done so many repetitions of it that we started working on counters. If someone guards it this way, guards it that way, and over time it just started becoming natural and like reactions.
Gotcha. When did the little like hook come into play? Like the little left hook?
Actually, that didn't come until college. So like watching Rob Marbury, when I came into college, he had perfected it. He's like one of the best post up players I've seen. And over like the summer, over the off season, that's all I was working on. Especially when they left, that's all I was working on, right hand and left hand, to get ready for the season.
Okay, and just I'm just going to segue into that because I know just from your freshman year that you guys had a deep run. You guys made it to the final of the NIT, and then pretty much there was a big transition. You guys lost a lot of seniors as well as a coaching change. So just how were you able to navigate that, and what was asked of you when Coach Acuff came onto the team?
Coach Acuff, when he came on, he basically told me like I was gonna have to be able to play more minutes than I did last year. Obviously my task is gonna be, my role on the team is gonna be bigger than it was the year before. We're losing 8 guys, but I knew I had experience and I was ready when it was time to play. So Coach Acuff knew he trusted me from like the day he got there, and I always felt welcome when he got there. So it was an easy transition over.
Got you. And just even thinking about that, because I remember Rob was a player that had moves on top of moves. So what was one of the things that he was able to instill in you, and just some of the players, because I know Garrison Matthews was there and just everything. What were they able to instill in you from your freshman year, just going into your sophomore year last year, that you were able to just really grow into?
I think mainly it's just a winning attitude, winning and competitive spirit. Like, as you know, like in those seasons, we beat some teams that obviously a lot of people didn't think we could beat. And I think their attitude towards it was we could play with anybody. And I think that's like something that I learned from them that I carried on to today.
Got you. And just really just last season, because I know you guys started slow, and for you guys to make the championship final just after all of the transition that you had, just tell me what did Coach Acuff tell you guys just coming into this year that he guys wanted you to be ready for?
So Coach Acuff has basically been telling us, like, especially now that we've been picked like to win the league and preseason and stuff. We know a lot of teams are going to be ready to play us. They're going to give us like their best game, and we can't worry about last year. We can't worry about none of the like awards preseason awards we won. We know we have to focus on beating every team and taking one day at a time. Obviously, he talks about last year all the time about how we turned it around, and this year we just hoping not to start that way. We just start how we ended off, pretty much.
And was there? I'm sorry, you had more to say?
Oh no, that's it.
Okay. Because I just wanted to ask you, just what was there any particular moment where you started to notice last year that things were changing around, and you started to see more of what you guys were growing into as the season progressed?
Yeah. So like in the first half of conference, I say we played a few games, and it would be spurts of games where we're playing really good, but we couldn't really close games out. That's why we lost a lot in the first half. And I think it was the game we played North Florida at our place. We won that game, and obviously we was picked to lose that game. But after that, we started stringing together full 40-minute games, and we went on that like 6-game winning streak towards the end of the season where we beat Liberty, and then going into the quarterfinals. game, and then we just pretty much figured it out. We knew, like, the whole season, we knew we wasn't a team that was going to give up no matter how many games we lost. And Coach Acup just told us to stick to the course, and we did, and it just worked out for us.
Okay. And what are the expectations for this year's team? I know, being that you have another year under your belt, and you have a couple of players like freshmen last year that are going into their sophomore year. So what are the expectations for you personally, as well as a team?
Well, this year, everyone who was on the team and the people we brought in, they just gotten a lot better. Everybody's been working. The expectations, obviously, is to win the league, go to the tournament if we have one. For me, it's just to try to string together full 40-minute games and give the team like my best 40 minutes that I can give. And that's pretty much it.
All right, and also just decompressing, because I know you put a lot of time into the game and you're constantly working on your game, whether it's in the gym or just in the weight room. So let me know, what are some things that you like to do outside of playing basketball that are able to actually just get your mind away for every now and again?
I like listening to music, and I like playing 2K with my friends. I do that a lot.
Okay. So tell me, since you listen to music, like what type of music do you listen to? What do you get into?
I like hip hop. I like a lot of the Atlanta rappers that's out right now, like Lil Baby, Gunna, Lil Key, dudes like that.
Okay. So all right, you do the Atlanta thing, and just going to North Clayton High School, so Atlanta product. Tell me, because I want to talk about food now, because it's the ASUN lunchbox. So talk about food, and just because I recently moved here about a couple of years ago. Like, what food when you were here or what places did you go to that you like to eat at?
I think the main thing I ate at when I was back home was probably American Deli. I get like a 10-piece wing, hot wings from there, and fries. That's like the main thing I get when I'm back home.
So 10-piece wings and fries. So just the hot wings. You don't switch it up. You don't do the lemon pepper again, or?
Sometimes I'll put like lemon pepper sprinkles on it, but still the hot sauce, and that's it.
Got you. So the hot sauce is essential, because it's funny, because when I moved here, I did the Wingstop thing. So my thing was I did half hot wings, I did half lemon pepper. All right. But when I moved here, I learned there was like a lemon pepper wet.
Yeah.
That's
exactly what it is.
Yeah, that was different to me. I was just like, okay. So I tried it, and it was a little bit too zesty for me, but I was like, okay, this thing, because they asked me, do you want them wet or do you want them dry? And that was just, I was like, what? Okay. Like,
Right.
I didn't really understand it, but being here a little bit longer is actually pretty cool. But up in Nashville, like, what are some things, or what are some places that you like to go to and eat?
In Nashville, I think mainly it's McDougal's. It's like a chicken fingers and fries place. McDougal's is one of them. I'm trying to think. It's a Mexican restaurant called Chili B.
Okay.
Chili burrito that I go to is really good. And that's really the main two that I like eating at.
Okay, because I was about to say, like, you just, like, what do you eat outside of like this fried? Yeah, it's awesome that you do mix in your burritos or your tacos every now and again. So I know I've done the American Deli thing, because recently I switched over to like trying to do a more vegetarian diet. So I've been doing like fried rice, and my vegetarianism has been very bad, because I've just been dumping everything in grease for the most part and frying everything. So I'm trying to get out of that. But what do you mainly eat, like, just on your regimen? Like, when you're in season and you can't eat like the chicken fingers, and you can't, like, you're away from the American Deli. So what is more so like things that you're eating to like mainly stay in shape?
Stuff like grilled chicken, pasta, broccoli, and some salads and stuff like that when we're in season. That's pretty much it, really. That's like a mixture of those things, a different mixture of those things.
Do you eat that like constantly, or do you have like a cheat day every now and again?
Every now and again, probably like once a week, we'll go to McDougal's, me and some of my teammates, and that's probably like the only day that eat like that.
Okay. I definitely have to try that out next time I'm up there, McDougal's, because yeah, I've never heard of it. Like it's not a, I don't think it's a franchise
Yeah.
anymore.
No, I don't think so.
What do I get when I'm there though?
You got to get the chicken tenders and fries. It's called like a basket. They call it a basket. So it's either a small basket or a large basket, and get that. And then when they ask you what sauce you want on the side, you tell them the McDougal sauce.
The McDougal sauce.
You'll be
All
straight.
right.
Yeah.
What is a McDougal sauce? Is it mayonnaise based, or I'm writing this down, so I'm gonna hold you accountable.
See, it's kind of like ChickfilA sauce, but it's a little bit different. It's like, I don't know. I don't really know how to explain it, but it's good though.
Okay. Well, I know that you have a lot of things going on this season, and I know that there's a lot of things that you guys want to accomplish going into the season. So again, I thank you very much for your time, being able to sit down with me. And I know, what was one thing I wanted to ask? I guess just one last question, because I know being that your brother, again, played briefly in the NBA before going overseas and him playing at Georgia Tech, what are some things that he's probably infused in your game a little bit?
For me, it's been, well, especially from like my freshman year to now, it's been becoming more of a leader. He talked to me about that a lot. He's given me a lot of advice on how I like to lead. And you got to, and try not to show emotion. It's like that negative emotion, because with me being like who I am on the team, a lot of people feed off my energy. And if I'm negative all the time, then there's just be negative on the court and through the team. And that's one of the main things he's been telling me about. Just look forward to the next play. Don't dwell on a mistake, because it's going to happen. Everyone makes them and stuff like that.
Okay. So growing you as a leader, that's actually an awesome thing, because I know I watched an interview and I said, you said that one of your favorite players was Kawhi Leonard, just because of that reason, that, you never see him really get up or get down. He just goes in, brings his lunch pail, and, he goes to work. So other players that you actually like?
I like Luka Doncic a lot. I like watching him play.
Yeah,
those two are probably my favorite players right now. And then KD, I like Kevin Durant a lot.
What do you like most about Luka Doncic's game?
His IQ. And his passing. He's probably one of the smartest players in the NBA right now. And he's only like 20 years old.
Yeah,
he just makes it's crazy. Yeah, it's really crazy. And he makes like the best decisions, it seems like, when the ball's in his hand. Oh, something good always happens. I just like watching him play a lot.
Yeah, because I remember telling friends, I was like, yo, he's going to be a problem. Even though he was young, I was like, he plays at his own speed. And that's something that you really can't teach as much, because it's almost like people were like, oh, he doesn't have supreme athleticism, but he's really walking you into a move. So
exactly.
Yeah, it's kind of like, you don't want to overcompensate, because he's just going to set you up for this move, and he just has counters on counters. So that's something that I like about his game, and actually something I see a lot in your game, because, you have a lot of moves where you can get one place and then another place. And, that's why I was asking about the lefty hook and everything like that, because, you can be on your right side, you can be on your left side. So, kudos to you. But, again, I want to thank you for your time and everything. So I look forward to seeing you in the season. A lot of things you can build on. I'm looking forward to Lipscomb and everything that they're doing this year. So thank you for your time. And everyone, this has been another ASUN Lunchbox. So make sure that you tune in to all of our social media platforms on Instagram and Twitter at ASUN Sports, and also on Facebook. And if you're seeing it on YouTube, please like it, comment, do everything. We'll get back to you. All right. But thanks a lot, Ahsan.
Thank you. Thank you for having me on here. I appreciate that.
All right, no problem, man. You take care and have a good day, all right?
All right, you too.
All right.